Last time in this mini series, we were covering the roof mounted solar installation. But as this series is ultimately about saving a huge amount on bills, today we are tackling another huge hurdle. Now, the price of fuel has absolutely skyrocketed since the whole Iran thing. So we need to be looking at options with electric vehicles like this one. So we've hooked up this family member with a lovely 2023 Renault Zoe, and that's probably a video for another time. But with an EV comes the need for a charge point. Now in the previous video, we covered the installation of the FoxESS battery and inverter solution connected to the roof mounted solar. And FoxESS liked what we were doing and sharing some of this content with you. So they did send us this charge point for free. So we had to pay for the installation. And as usual, our go-to installer, Martin, and his team from Dorset Solar Solution took care of this for us. So if you like seeing content that is not just based on solar panels and batteries, but also on EVs and EV charge points, then be sure to subscribe to the channel because I've got plenty more coming all the time. There were a couple of quirks to get our head around. It is a new product for FoxESS. So the support on the phone, it was very quick, but they weren't fully up to speed with a couple of the things. So I'm confident that's something that FoxESS will be ironing out. And my only other complaint is there is no rear entry with this unit. It is bottom entry only for the cabling. And that may be a significant factor for some of you out there. I'd like to see it rear entry, but I understand from what I'm told that bottom entry can help them ensure the ingress rating, the waterproofing of these devices. So whilst we can save hundreds of pounds per month on a solar and battery system, we can also save hundreds of pounds every month on a fuel bill of a vehicle. And cumulatively, we may see the home energy and the vehicle fuel bill saving at this property. It may be well north of £5,000 or £6,000 over the next 12 months. I'll be sure to update you. I know I owe you a more in-depth look at the stats of this house, but it is looking really good. Even though the array is facing southeast, I saw a couple of days ago, and where are we, middle of April? At 5 p.m. in the evening, that array was still generating over 1 kilowatt. So covering the base load and still exporting to the grid well beyond 5 p.m. and it's a southeast facing array. So I'm very pleased, the homeowner's very pleased, and let's continue to make more savings on bills. This is the FoxESS A Series EV charge point. This is the untethered version, so you don't have to worry about cable theft or cables being cut. So let's start with the good things. It does come in the packet with a CT clamp, but you don't need to install the CT clamp. You can actually run a data cable between the EV charge point and the inverter, and then the inverter has its own CT clamp, which then feeds all into the same system. This is your standard single phase 7.3 kilowatt unit. Of course, you can order this in 3-phase as well for up to 22 kilowatts. It also comes with RFID charge cards. Comes with 2 out of the box, and they are already pre-programmed and coupled in with this system. So you can just tap it to start, tap it to stop, away you go. If you need that, if your charge point is in a sort of public location, then that may really appeal to you. Now this is the charge status light, and this blue chasing or this blue running round the ring, that means that it's currently charging the vehicle. In the app, it shows me that it's currently charging, and I can hit to manually stop charging. We have 3 different control modes. At the moment, it's on plug and play mode, and apology about the lighting. On the top, we have controlled mode, which means you can only start or stop it using either the app or by using the cards to tap them on there. And then we have a locked function as well, but we can't currently change that because we are charging. We can then set up schedules. So you can see at the moment I've set that so that it charges every day from 12:30 to 5:30, because here we are on Octopus Go. And then we have a PV linkage mode, which means that we can just charge off solar, and this will then link into the inverter. And as I said, this is directly communicating with the inverter. Down here we have the record of charges, how much energy was dispensed, 1 kilowatt hour, and how long. And so far it's been lots of just testing. And then we have data, which then shows us on a little graph here, and we can go to more settings, and that shows us the same thing with the PV linkage and the control mode on card. It will show us the registered cards that we can tap on there. OCPP, if you want this to be controlled by an energy company, or you want this to be controlled by another app outside of FoxESS, then you can put in the details there. Then we have the max charge current, and we are set to the full 32 amps. And then it has here a current control, so that this is limited at 60 amps. So if the CT clamp sees that we're trying to take more than 60 amps from the grid, it will throttle down. And then in advanced settings, we have an electronic lock, and I believe that's to lock the cable in, so the cable can't be removed. And then we can change the brightness here. We can change the brightness of the light. If I see, the green is a bit dimmer now, which is nice that we can fade that up and down. And that's on very, very bright. And I'll just dive into the manual here. Okay, so green steady light, it means the charging has ended. So if I pop this out now and pop it back in, oh, hang on, no, let's go. Right, green breathing light means it's on standby status, so it's waiting for me to plug in. And then we should have a blue steady light, means the EV plug is inserted. And then we saw the blue running light before. There you go, you got the blue running light. And let me go back here. And so if I click on stop charging, excellent, okay. So if it pauses for any reason, then you may get a blue pulsating light. If I click on start to charge, there we go. And then the last thing to show you is it has an emergency stop button here. So I'm just going to pop that. So you press it and hold, and then it will release the cable here and it will stop your charging. Let me know what you think about the FoxESS A Series charger. Thank you for watching, and as I said, full disclosure, FoxESS sent us the charge point. We paid for the installation. They haven't sponsored this video in any other way. So this is just the first look at this. So if you like seeing content that is not just based on solar panels and batteries, but also on EVs and EV charge points, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, because I've got plenty more coming all the time.